12 new structures, 80 unique rooms, 8 new mobs, 1 new boss, 5 new items. Where to begin? Well, you can start by watching the trailer. Off you pop. Okay, awesome. Now watch the installation video if you intend to play the Tempest's box. Okay, awesome. Now, be aware this video spoils absolutely everything. I will start with the small features and gradually spoil more and more features, so feel free to leave the video at any time to play through the snow structures and come back when you're stuck or done. Let's start with a quick tour of the box. This is the box. Here, you can disable and enable the dungeons. However, if you want to enable the dungeons again, you have to right click this twice, because I'm a noob and there was a bug in here. Let's go inside and take a look. Inside here are all your awesome settings. For the purposes of this video, I'm just going to disable music. However, I recommend you keep that on. Here, you can flick levers. I'd prefer it if you don't, but if you want, you can. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to disable the weather, keep inventory, and I'm also going to disable mob griefing. Over here, you can see if you have everything installed correctly. If you can't see a mage here, it means you forgot to install the resources, and if you can't see a book in here, it means you forgot to install the loot tables. In here, you can see a chunk saver staff and a few messages to everyone, which you can take a look at. So the purpose of the chunk saver is in case you have an existing world. So if you want to save your house, click disable dungeons and then go over to wherever you want to save your house. Let's say you have a house here, you right click with your chunk saver, and then everything within a 15 block radius will be saved. So anywhere where you can see obsidian, that area is saved. Anywhere with bedrock has a potential to spawn a dungeon, so be wary about that. Also remember that if you want to re-enable the dungeons, right click this twice. Please do this, otherwise you'll find that a lot of the rooms don't spawn in where they should. Oh, you guys wanted to see some dungeons? Well, you should have said something. Okay, so now we are entering spoiler territory, but we'll start off with Carrotzy's snow hut over here. Now, he didn't add the snow golem, I did, but there we go, snow golem inside, just in case, I don't know, reasons. Anyway, we have some dungeon loot in here, so if you ever see one of these huts, it's worth checking out. Next up, we have the snow caves brought to yours truly, the fill command. Now, these caves here are often spawn with some regular ice, so if you're placing torches around just absolutely everywhere, you have a good chance that you are going to melt some nearby ice and potentially flood the caves if you're not careful. Be wary. Here, I am going to demonstrate a night shot lair, which, if you're smart about it, is super easy. Here, I can just shoot them at range, come from the rooftops, because most of these mobs don't have ranged abilities and you can pick them off here. If you do somehow end up inside there, please kill the Wanderer first, because the Wanderer will disable all your melee attack damage and will also give you mining fatigue, so if you want to break out suddenly, you can't unless you have an ether staff or something like that. I also recommend putting power on your bow so you don't spend here waiting here for half an hour trying to pick these guys off. Anyway, let's go inside. These deadlocks have a lot of health, so I wouldn't worry about these guys unless they approach you. Let's go around here. There is some loot in here that you need to try and collect. As you can see, I'm doing a terrible job at surviving, so I'm just going to game mode 1 and set my spawn point. So this is why I recommend just coming in from the rooftops, because you won't have to deal with all this mess by doing that. Let's just place down a torch here, and good thing is to fight on the rooftops here, because then you can just kick the deadlocks off like so, and then that will give you some time to pick off the rest of the mobs with your ranged attack. Especially the night shot there, because that guy is the only ranged mob in the entire dungeon. He doesn't drop anything special, but he is protecting the loot inside here. Here we have a quick sword, knockback 6, and a slight increase in speed when you hold it. Very great sword. Whoa! I have fallen down now. Awesome. So the quick sword is really efficient way of getting deadlocks. You won't get the quick sword every time, but you will probably get something that will increase your speed, such as the quick bow and your quick boots as well. Okay, let's pick this guy off. Finish him. Whoa. Behind I go. Okay, so the deadlocks. The quicksword makes it so easy to pick them off. I would actually use this, even though it does less damage, I would use this over the diamond sword because of the knockback that it actually gives. Let's just go back. Oh, the deadlock is still alive. I thought I killed you. The quick sword, because it's quick, you can also spam click with it. So if you're one of those people that don't like the 1.9 combat update because of the spam clicking, well, the quick sword is for you. Let's not corner ourselves, by the way. There is just one spot here which you can accidentally corner yourself if you're not too careful. I want you gone, thank you. I am running out of breath. Okay. Shields are very overpowered in this update, but that's a good thing for us anyway. Let's just eat a little bit more steak, heal up, and use our quick sword to get... Oh! Well, it got me, but you get the idea. If I had come from the rooftops, then that probably would not have happened. But I've got the loot anyway. I should probably just, leave. Next up, we have the Prismarine Snow Cave made by Awsomeplayz. Now, Awsomeplayz has been one of my top contributors, submitting heaps and heaps of builds related to the snow dungeons, so congrats Awsomeplayz. Same with Carrotzy as well, and Menno, and there's so many people. They'll all be credited in the description of this video, and Red Knight 7K and Data Crusader. Wow, there's a lot of people actually. So this here is just a little Prismarine kind of area. You get a heavy strengths gem, or a very rounded strength gem in this case. Now that is a really terrible gem. I would just, just burn that. Don't even want anything to do with that. Okay, and we also have a stray spawner here. This is the real loot here, a spawner. But because these caves are so small, you'll probably never come across them. They're about as rare as regular monster spawners. So, we'll see. I spy, with my little eye, a Deadlock underground fort. Let's go in here. Okay, so we will see a bunch of ranged mobs. These are the only kinds of ranged deadlocks that actually move around, so they're super special. I would recommend coming up from above. In fact, most of my structures just come up from above. In fact, any structure in general, any Minecraft structure, if you come up from above, then you pretty much guarantee survival, as long as you don't get hit by a ranged mob, and you always remember to keep your food up. Let's go in. That was a really bad jump. Which is something that I wouldn't recommend. Just stay on top. So these axe deadlocks do a ton of damage and they disable your shield, so avoid at any cost. There we go. I'm just gonna climb up here, and this is a really cheaty method of getting rid of the deadlocks, but if you can do it, by all means, it will save you. We can also get their head as well. Doesn't do anything special, it's just cool to wear it, or actually even place it as a decoration. Let's put this right down here. Haha. Okay, so we have some loot in here that they're protecting. Another quick sword and 2 diamonds. But what I am interested in is this quick bow. If I'm holding this bow, then I will get a very, very small speed boost. So it is unique in that sense. Let's move around a little bit more. I think there are some more mobs about. Kind of hard to tell. This I won't spoil. Actually, yeah, I will. It's a book called Where Am I by Who Cares. So I'll just open this up. Yep, okay. So that's just a little bit of the story behind there. If you want more lore, I've hidden lore around everywhere, even in places that you might not expect. Let's move on. One thing I have neglected to mention is that yes, you can actually add more enchantments onto this if you want to. So let's just add mending onto our quick sword, and we still get the knockback, and we still get the speed, and we still get the attack damage. Everything about it is the same, except for some reason Minecraft doesn't allow you to have colored names, even though, you can see it's colored here, but if I place it down, now it's a quick sword instead of just quick sword. But anyway, there you go. I've now put mending on my quick sword. Oh yeah, I also upped the spawn rate of the structures for this video, so if it looks like they're really common, they're not as common as you might think. And I would like to hear your feedback about that as well, because if they are too common, I can nerf them by replacing them with just smaller structures, which is the route I'm going to take. If I do nerf them, I'll nerf them by 50%. Let me guys know what you think. That was a well-phrased sentence, don't question it. And it's time to fight the Yeti Tower! My audio probably peaked there, but okay, so we got a Yeti that's going to come out. Now, Yetis have very high knockback, and they will two-shot you if you're not geared up properly. Do I even have a boat? Ah! Okay, maybe they'll three-shot you, but you get the idea. One thing to note here, if you're wondering about the small amounts of lag I'm experiencing, when you're generating new terrain, your tick lag will increase to about 18 ticks per second, but then after you've generated the chunks, it goes back to 20 TPS as per normal. Okay, so Yetis, actually, what am I doing? These guys are super easy to fight if I can just get my blocking game on. And if I had time to pillar up, then I would, but I think I left it a little bit too late there. Now we have some strays in here. Remember that strays do burn in the daylight, so if you can use your quick sword to just knock them out of the way, then the sunlight will finish them off for you. Bye. I said, oh, we got some dungeon loot in there. Bye bye. Off you go. Be at the mercy of the sunlight. They gave me the slowness effect anyway. Now normally, that's never happened before. Usually they stay put. So don't kill me. I need to set my spawn. Please leave me alone. I should have just created a machine that does that for me. But keep my blocking game up. These guys will absolutely wreck your shields. So maybe go in with an unbreaking shield. That's good advice. There we go. Okay. That has never happened before. I've never seen a Yeti actually climb down a ladder to get me before. Oh, what a world. Okay. Goose me. But we have some business to attend to. He doesn't care. He's taking these bullets like a champ. They're not even bullets. Let's go in. Hi. How you doing? I'm just gonna... Yep. Ah! Okay, I'm alright. Leave me alone. You're a noob. These guys play dirty. Jeez, I wasn't expecting that to happen at all. Wow, okay. So Yeti structures maybe pillar up and then come in from the top rather than doing what I do and stupidly use the ladder instead. What do we got? A refrigerant staff. To those who cannot remember, refrigerant staffs, they freeze entities. There we go. Totally frozen. We can... Hey, that's supposed to turn into water, isn't it? What a world I live in. Here we have a stray tower in its not so natural habitat. I spawned it in. Anyway, let's move. As the name suggests, the stray lookout, not stray tower. Why didn't I come prepared? I never come prepared for these videos, ever. You don't know how many takes this is done. I'm kind of just... Oh yeah, that's right. Stray lookouts have strays inside, by the way. Let's just keep our block up and we'll just get you. I can't believe I took so much care into that and they still got me. We can probably make them fight each other. That will probably be a smarter approach. Alright, so bunch of iron in here. So if you're looking for iron, you know, this is a good place to, you know, just drop by. Now, surprisingly, we have more Yetis in here. These aren't Yetis, they're strays. This is like the 5th time I've said this. You don't know how many takes this video has taken. Come on. Off you pop. There we go. Thank you very much. Now, I seem to have run out of shield, so if you don't mind me, I'm just going to give myself some more shield. Up in the next layer, we can finally see some more useful things. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's exactly what I needed. Okay, so we actually have a slime block, and an emerald ore, and stained hardened clay, because that's useful, and we also have a creeper head over here. You know how hard those are to get? Well, not anymore. You can get them from the stray tower if you so desire. Alright, one more floor, and then I think that will be it. Hi! Oh, and we've got some actual loot up here as well. There's that too, so you're not just killing strays for the fun of it. There is actually a purpose to being here. Dungeon loot, knockback 2, cool. Dungeon loot, and dungeon loot. I don't think I included any custom items here, because I thought this place, it's pretty easy. And in the distance there, we have a Blight tower and a fort, which we will come back to. Anyway, this structure was made by, your name is credited somewhere, Red Knight 7K. Everyone knew that because he's credited on the screen anyway, but I just wanted everyone to make sure that, you know, his sign is right there just in case. This is the Blight arena made by Red Knight 7K. And do you guys remember how we kill a Blight? That's right, we use TNT. Where? Is it really under there? Now, mate, I was going to say a word there, but I don't want to say it anymore. How about, yeah, you just come over here and I'll just give you a bit of a... Oh, maybe that's a bad idea. Hi, are you gonna come out of your shell now? Ah, you look beautiful. Model made by its Zen device. Are you really... Did he really... Okay, fighting these guys in the sunlight is a good idea because of the tons and tons of skeletons that it spawns. But anyway, Mr. Blighty, you've got things to attend to. Oi! Where's your manners? Jeez. Okay, hi. This should kill you now. Did that really not? Did that really not? Alright. Off you pop. Oh! I'm going to have to go back to that spot, aren't I? The Blight Arena is a good place if you want to find some quartz, I guess. And also, if you ever want a little bit of diamond ore, I mean, no one complains about a little bit of diamond ore. You can use your lucky pickaxe on it if you install my Ascended Enchants module, if you watched that video. But yeah, this is the Blight Arena. Not much to it except there's a Blight, and of course, if you kill a Blight, you get the Blight stuff, which we all know if you watched the video. Actually, no, this is a pretty new feature. You right click and it gives you like massive amounts of resistance and stuff, and you're pretty much indestructible while you're in this state. Let's move on. So around this corner we have the what is this? Oh yeah, the no, I forgot. Deadlock Tower, that's the one. These guys can see you from about 40 or 50 blocks away, so there's a ton of archers that you're gonna have to get through. I recommend you just run. Just run, go right through it. You know, if you had my projectile protection armor or my projectile protection spirit gem, then this would be an absolute breeze. Ah, my microphone! Literally dropped the mic. Let's go. There we go. I'm inside now. So we're pretty safe for now. If you can find a way to actually kill these guys without having to climb the tower, then by all means, go ahead. Waste your arrows. Get your infinity bow game up. That's all I have to say about that. Hi. So we have some deadlocks in here. I'm going to spam click because I have a quick sword and I can afford to do that. Yeah, the axe guys, they will disable your shield. Whenever you're taking on these towers, it's probably a good idea to just use a staff. These are so easy if you just don't use brute force for everything. I mean, I could just have an infinity bow and just pick these guys off one by one, like that guy over there. A punch bow is probably a good way to get these guys down. A levitation gem will get you up. A repulsion staff will get you up to the top. An ether staff will get you up to the top. You can use a shatter staff to get through. You could use a captive staff and just not fight these guys at all. You could use yeah, a shatter staff. It's so easy to get through. I don't even know why I'm doing this the hard way. The point is, there's gear available. Use it. Don't do what I'm doing. Are you serious? Did I really just make the same mistake twice? The answer is yes, my friend. The answer is yes. Off you go. There we go. Okay, so Axe Guy has been disabled now. There is another Axe Guy coming up. Look, I can just bring armor. I don't have any armor, so cut me some slack. Okay, I'll just put this here because it's taking up an inventory spot. You know, when someone's guiding something, they should be able to just know how to do this without getting their butt kicked by their own mobs. I mean, this isn't even that customized. It's literally a stray with an axe. Spoiler alert. And a custom name and a few other traits. Knockback resistance. Ah, my quick sword could have been handy here. There we go. Bye. Quick sword is handy here as well. Off you go. Off you go. Bye. There we go, a ladder. Okay, so we do have Axe Guy. Hi, how you doing? Leave me alone. Thank you. Awesome. So you know what? I'm just going to use the Blight staff to take care of these kids. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. There we go. And then we are done with those guys. Let's just see what kind of loot we got today. Another quick sword. And a refrigerant staff. Okay, so we got quick boots. This is finally a new item. Cursed binding. But you do get nice feather falling, a little bit of speed, and some depth strider as well. If I were me, which I am, then I would definitely put these on and be just a complete pro. Let's just jump off and take like next to no damage. Awesome. This is the final above ground structure which has been implemented. This is actually the first structure I made for the Tempests box, so yay me, I guess. So for the purposes of this, I have brought with me a repulsion staff, and I'll show you why, because this is a really cool thing. Okay, these archers are just going to keep shooting at me for a while, but as long as I have my quick sword in hand, on top of my quick boots as well, that's why I'm moving so fast without the speed effect, is because There's so many archers around here, but those are all the positions that they spawn, except for the interior as well. Let's skedaddle. In we go. Hi, I missed. All right, well I'm just gonna hang here. Sugar, I hit the wrong one. Okay, so I'm just gonna detonate you and get me the repulsion stuff. Thank you. Just gonna make my way over here. Now this looks like it's cheating, but you can actually get these, so it's not too far-fetched to get these. Just gonna spam click, take out the archers. Alright, so now I have a pretty good vantage point. I can get rid of that archer over there, that archer over there. Oh, he actually hit me. Wow, what fantabulous aim. There's another guy down here. Alright, so I think that's the majority of them. Now, the rest of the guys, these are all melee. Hi, how you doing? Just gonna spam click with my quick sword so you can't possibly hit me, even though you just did. Come on. It's time. Finally got one of their drops. This is the Deadlock shield. It comes with random stats, but it's good for the boss fight, which is coming up. Now, this is a cool shield because it can be used to attack mobs. Also has a considerable amount of knockback as well. This is a useless crate, wasn't it? Let's go up here. I think there's some loot up here. Nope, but we can still go down anyway. I'm not taking much damage thanks to my awesome feather falling 3 boots. Hi, so I'm going to use my Deadlock shield to take care of you. I don't think it's as good as the quick sword, but because of that knockback resistance, it's really, really great for fighting bosses, which we'll get to in a sec. Don't worry. Just got to show you guys the rest of this dungeon. Hi, how you doing? I'll use my quick sword on you just to keep you at bay. Quicksword is pretty overpowered, but it doesn't do a lot of damage, which I guess makes it balanced in a sense. And also, Axe Guy. And I'm not even going to deal with you, I'm just going to use my Blight stuff. Get rid of you. So there is actually an area inside here as well, which you can choose to go inside if you so please. Oh, that guy did a lot of damage. Hi, so, repulsion stuff in hand. Yep, I thought so. Hi. Hey, Just step back for a sec. I'm trying to make a video. Thanks. Not even going to deal with that guy. This guy, I keep using the wrong stuff. Hi. There we go. Thank you. And we'll move in here. Axe guy, don't really want to deal with you. I'm just going to... Hi. Yeah. Well, at least I set my spawn here, which is always great news. Fantabulous. There is actually another way of getting inside that area, and I'll show you. It's just past this tower right here. This probably would have been a smarter approach because this place is a little bit more open. Hi. These guys, the axe guys really changed the nature of the game, don't they? It's just the name of the game. All right. Back to where I was talking. Just gonna. Yep. Soz. Bye. Okay. In here. Another axe guy, really. Blight staff, kaboosh, kaboosh, kaboosh. Yep, thanks. There is a polar bear. Hi, how you doing? Just in case you wanted a polar bear for something, you can guarantee you'll find one in here. Refrigerant stuff, that's pretty crappy loot. In here, we've got, first levitation arrow ever. And what better test subject to use it on than, this guy. Bye. Oh. Do you need a hand there? Let me help you out. It's alright. You've got nothing to fear. Nothing to fear at all. It's all good. Bye. Off you go. So, yeah, levitation. This is what the Decry fort looks like. This is what the Decry snow place looks like. This is a problem I seriously gotta fix. This is what the Decry snow caves look like. The reason why I didn't actually show you what's inside is because I actually already have in Tempest's Box episode 17 where I went through the Decry caves, and the other rooms are pretty much pretty similar, but if you want to play through them then just play through them yourself. But yeah, this is what the snow place looks like. Now I've got a spirit staff here because if I right click it, it says the Decry shouts. That means the Decry boss is actually nearby. If I were to go over here, it says the Decry shouts still. Let's just go a little bit further. The Decry speaks. Okay, so this is a great way of detecting if there is a Decry boss nearby. Only uses up 1%, so feel free to use a lot. Okay, so the Decry is still shouting. So we can assume that the structure is around here. Now, if I had an ether stuff, then I would be able to just go into spectator mode and just go straight down into the place in question. And here we are, congrats. Now, I do have music turned off, but if you do choose to engage in the Decry fight, then the music will start playing as soon as you get within 20 blocks of her. So if you hear music, it's made by me, so royalty free to anyone who wants to make a a YouTube video on this. Go ahead. Okay, so I'm almost ready to fight the Decry boss now. I'm going to go over what items I've brought with me and why. Now, in order to kill the Decry, you actually have to mine her out of an ice cube. That's why I brought my extraction stuff, and that's also why I brought an efficiency 3 diamond pickaxe. I've also brought a Deadlock shield because there will be a lot of arrows everywhere, and you will get knocked around a lot if you don't have this equipped in your main hand. So every time the arrows start flying around, I always equip my Deadlock shield and then just block, and then I can still attack if anything tries to get me. The quick sword is good if you just want to strafe around a lot, and I've got a power 3 bow so I can, with infinity, because I will be doing a lot of shooting as well. The repulsion stuff is there just so I can easily kill the mobs, and also so I can heal myself really quickly, but you can use splash potions if you want. I'm going to set my spawn point here. I recommend using a bed like you would with the Wither or the End Dragon, because I would say it's about that difficulty. I've already talked about these custom mobs in my other video, so I won't go into too much detail about these guys. They're pretty easy to fight though. Let's just descend down here, and if I actually use my spirit staff again, the Decry screams. This means I am really close. Let's just, whoa, ho ho ho! Okay, I didn't realize that efficiency 3 diamond picks were that strong. So let's just keep going on our descent. This area just happens to... Oh, what the... What? An Aquarius in here? What the heck? Well, that's dead. Let's move on. I would actually recommend having your bed here. So, the Decry is just behind here. Firstly, let's just get this wall out of the way. It's going to be annoying, and also clog up any water that's in the way, because you just want a clear path to her whenever you can get the chance. So, here she is. Hi. Now let's just talk about her attacks. So I believe the first one that we're going to encounter are the falling ice spikes. Okay, so she's used her Decry orbs. Now these are just orbs that kind of fly around. They don't actually hurt you, but what they do is that they create a very protective barrier around the Decry. Now these guys are a huge distraction, and they also drop leather. Okay, now because I have my efficiency diamond pickaxe, it should be easy to get these. These ice spikes guys, these guys are super annoying, and it's also the reason why I brought a power 3 bow with me. There's a snow golem down here. How did you get down here? What the heck? Interesting. Okay, let's just fight these guys off. It's all good. Okay, this is why I brought my Deadlock shield, by the way, because these guys will spawn in a ring around you, and they will actually teleport you into a different direction in terms of facing. So they will cause a lot of disorientation, and they also, they just get in your face. So it's just safe to just get your Deadlock shield, and also keep your repulsion stuff at hand, so we can use that whenever we're in serious trouble. So you can see that the barrier particles are around the Decry, which means that there is actually a Decry orb that I saw it just then. There is actually a Decry orb that we need to take care of just there. There we go. So, let's actually use our extraction stuff, because you can actually do that. And it will just go through it very quickly. Okay, so this is the falling ice. They will slow you down if they hit near you, but they'll actually deal damage if they actually get you. So, we'll just use this stuff a bit. Oh, and the orbs have appeared now. Come on. What's up? What's up? There we go. I actually got it. My aim isn't too good. A quick sword might actually be better, because of the spam quickling ability. And again, power 3 bow, that will help a lot. Okay, more of these ice guys. Pick them off as soon as you can, because if you don't, this is the kind of boss, it's unrelenting. It will just get harder and harder and harder. So be careful around that. Okay, so I've depleted one of my extraction stuffs now. Which I shouldn't have done because of the purple tome that we're going to use later. Oh! Oh, I shouldn't be using my my staff. There we go. Okay, let's go back here. Hi, how you doing? There we go. There's a very effective way of getting her. And also good if you don't have time to actually mine her out. Okay, there you are. Good thing that these ice spikes have a purple trail, because they'll help a lot. Let's just mine her a bit more. I'm just going to ignore those. Oh, apparently I can't. This would be better if I had a Deadlock shield equipped, but I really just want to mine. Okay, she is free. Now, she's a pretty weak boss once you get past that first stage. So if you die at this point, then that will be super embarrassing. Now, she gives you a massive amounts of speed and jump boost when you're near her, so you'll get knocked around quite a bit. But I recommend using a bow. Oh, maybe not. Okay, equipping my Deadlock shield now. Hi. So shields work against her, that's all well and good. Now, if you actually try and be cheaty and peel her up, then she will actually levitate. And there will still be some ice. Yeah, there's one right there. Okay, they still hang around, so be careful about that. The quicksword is a pretty good way of knocking her away. And then you can probably get her at range here. Does a lot of hunger damage as well. Hi, can you leave me alone? Thank you very much. Excuse me. There we go. Awesome. So now we can actually finally get rid of this guy. Any ice spikes that she left behind will actually remain. So don't think that this is the end of the fight immediately. Now, I wanted to bring your attention to something. Notice how my repulsion staff is 14% depleted. Let's just deplete it a bit more just because we can. It's now 42% depleted. I'm going to get a spirit staff here. This is what the tome is for. You can go up here and you can right click. It consumes the spirit staff but recharges every single one of your wands. All of them. My extraction staff, back to normal. My repulsion staff, back to normal. Even ones that I don't even have on me, like my ether staff, they're all recharged because the mana is stored in the player. And then that is how you kill the Decry boss. Congratulations, guys. If you've got this far, then give yourself a pat on the back, give yourself a hug and a sub, and thanks everyone for watching. Thank you. Oh, my microphone. Now, just before I close the video, I'd like to do all my thank yous. Thank you so much to my patrons, Data Crusader, Peter, Mr. DemonN, Dark7, Patrick, CrazyPets321, Dediqated, PokeTehDoge, Corp, and mblohr. I would also like to thank the amazing builders who helped me build this particular place. I know a lot of you have submitted a lot of structures. Those will be reserved for later, so if you didn't get in this time, hopefully you'll be able to get in next time. So thanks to Menno, Carrotzy, Awsomeplayz, Brainmun, Data Crusader, NightMonsterX, CyberFate7, redezure, Swifter1243, StickyPistonCinema, and Red Knight 7K. Thanks guys so much for your contributions. I hope to see you guys in the next one, and I'd really love to thank TPC, who has been helping me with the entire Tempests box. He's contributed a lot of modules, and thank you to It's Zenda for contributing the majority of models for the More Creatures module. Thank you guys so much. I will see you all in the next one. Take care.